Afternoon, it's Dion, Heavy Diesels Australia. I thought I'd make a video on assembling an auxiliary section. Be a couple of videos, I suppose. I don't know how to stitch them all together yet, but here we go. Timing. Timing's pretty simple, but very important. You can get these together one tooth at a time. They'll still drive, but you won't have range change in both ways. You'll have low range, no high range, or vice versa. It's a phone call we get a couple of times a year. People put them together and, oh, I've got no range change. And there's always to disbelief on the other end of the phone that you could have it one tooth at a time, but that's what goes on. To find the timing marks on these counter shafts, the factory give you little circles. They're not always there though. If you can't find them on this part of the gear, you have to look on this end. Sometimes they're there. And it's another phone call we get because people go to put that, there's that washer that goes on, then bash the bearing on, and they can't find the timing marks because the sneaky bastards have put them on the end of the tooth. So anyway, you paint them with whatever you want. Yellow, pink, depends on how you swing, I suppose. And then what you want to do is down the center line of the shaft, you want to find the gear. This is how I do it anyway. And just for a reference, that's the center of the other end. That square there. I've just got it sitting there so you can see. So I just sit that right in there, line it up with the center, and that's the tooth we mark. The factory does one tooth off a center for some reason, but either way, it doesn't matter how you find that tooth or that tooth, doesn't matter. As long as the procedure is exactly the same for that gear and you mark the same tooth on both gears. So I just find it easier to find the center line, mark that tooth. Then the low range gear, mark one tooth, count around till you find it split exactly in half, which in this case is 27 teeth. Starting number 1 there, around to there, number 27. That will then mesh into the little gears, big gear and little gear, and then low split, because it meshes in with this one. We've got to mark 2 teeth, and it's 19 from there around to there, and from there, of course, very simple. Split it exactly in half. Very simple. But for the purposes of this video, I've had 3 goes at it, and every time I thought, geez, I've buggered that up. Anyway, I'll assemble this on the bench, and you'll see in the next video how I do it. You don't have to do it like this, but it helps. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, all that other stuff. It'll help me out a lot. All right, I'll see you in a minute.